Do I look like I'm freezing cold? Okay, you good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good.
You're like pretty good.
Just a little.
I'm
good.
fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never felt better.
That's
I got lots of rest.
We got a wonderful
And
breakfast this morning.
I just had a
did have a nice
Kirkland
breakfast.
breakfast bar.
a little brioche for breakfast
I had some brioche bun.
and gravy
yeah.
tots. That was
The gravy tots were the best
tots
thing
were
after
top-
I had
top
at
of
breakfast
it,
this
yeah.
morning. Yeah. So anyway, introduce yourself, Tyler. We're here at M&R,
I'm Tyler Carroll with TC Screen Printing out of Arkansas.
and he bleeds blue.
A bleed blue.
Tell us about your first M&R purchase.
First M&R purchase was not from M&R. Bought a used Diamondback 6.8, 2006. I think it was in the year like 2011. Flew into Denver, Colorado, loaded it in a truck, drove through a snowstorm to get it back to California because that's where we started our company.
I was going to say you had a
Yeah.
California thing going on, and then how did you get from there to where you are now?
So I grew up in Arkansas, and we had a small location there and a large location in California.
Yeah.
Started having kids. My wife was like, I want to go be by my sister. I said, okay, that's fine. So moved back to Arkansas, sold the California shop, and then have just grown the Arkansas shop like crazy since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the Arkansas shop's M&R footprint look like?
M&R, let's see. It goes. So we'll start with the screen room. You got the Unicoat, the Imagests. We've also got the Eco Rinse, which for developing.
We had a long
Or
talk
washing
about that
out.
yesterday.
What's up?
We had a long talk about the Eco Rinse yesterday.
Yeah, it's a one-trick pony, and it does that trick really, really well. So
Yeah.
I love it. And then 6.8 Sportsman, 10-12 Sportsman, Sprint 3000, and then we've got a Cobra TSE, King Cobra, if you will. And
What it should have been named.
Is a
Missed opportunity.
Once again, missed opportunity. And
We
then
pushed that pretty hard.
I'm getting ready to change mine. I'm just making my own vinyl, and
Yeah.
that's it. And then dual heat zone, like twin belt 3000 now, and I freaking love that thing. And then you know, turnabouts, and we've got the things on the end of the dryer to cool t-shirts when they come out now.
What were the presses that you had in California?
We just had a 6.8 M&R.
Well, what year was that? Do you remember?
That was a 2006 press.
And the thing with that, though, too, is didn't you just recently sell some of that off?
Yeah. So we sold the shop, and one way or another, we ended up with a lot of the equipment back in our possession, 10 years later. And I had met someone, a guy named Albert, out here in California when I was at Shirt Show Summer Camp. That's what
There
it is.
you go.
It's hard to say.
Alliteration.
Yeah. No, I met him, and he reached out to me, and I was like, dude, I'll make you a deal on this. And so it's I believe in his shop right now. Running, yeah. So it's a.
You mean so you didn't have to move it? You're saying it
He
was
came
here
in-
already?
Yeah, so I ended up with it in my possession, and he met me at my old shop in California 10 years after I left it.
Yeah.
And still knew how to take they're not that complicated, the old Diamondbacks. So I took the whole thing apart and had it ready for him, and we brought a trailer 2 nights in a row and picked up half one night, half the next, and it was great. Super nice guy.
I think part of that's what we want to talk about, and especially why they have one of the original presses here is because this is M&R's 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
And we want to talk about how those presses are tanks and they last for forever. So it's a testament right there of that older press going from you to him, and now it's running beautifully.
Yeah, you can still make money with it. I mean, what is that now? Is that 19 years old?
I can't do math.
The math is rough, but 19 years old press, and it's dirty because the guy who bought it from me did not keep it very clean.
Yeah.
But it still runs. I mean,
Hell
take
yeah.
care of the center column and everything.
Go through it, you do the maintenance, and you check airlines once in a while, and it'll run for forever.
Just don't let any mice get in there.
Yeah, no mice. We learned that the hard way. No
That
mice.
happened to you, right?
Yes, it did. Yeah, we talked about that as well.
I forgot about that.
One of the funny questions that we have in our thing, not necessarily funny, is do you have any good install stories or delivery stories of getting equipment?
So I'll tell this one. When we got our Cobra in,
Good or bad?
It's okay. No, when we got the Cobra in, we we got the forklift, borrowed the forklift from our buddy, but just didn't. We had smaller presses. We just didn't realize how much heavier the center
Yeah.
of this thing is. So
That was
we had a,
what was
a 4,000 pound forklift, and apparently you need like a 5 or 6, like a bigger forklift.
Yeah, big boy.
And well, we didn't have an option. We had the extensions and everything, and so when we went to lift it up, you know, I felt the back of the forklift lift up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, okay, fine, it leveled out. And then as we were coming, you know, off the truck into the ramp, the whole back of the forklift just lifts up off the ground. So we had.
And then you ran and jumped on the back of the forklift?
We put 5 guys hanging off the back of the forklift in order to get it out and get it into place. There are pictures of that. OSHA would just adore us for that picture. But you know,
It seems like everybody has that same story, huh?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
none of
super
us
common.
account for how heavy
Yeah.
these things are.
And then like getting the eco rinse off of its pallet, I don't. It's like they grew a tree around it. I don't know how they did it, but it was this weird solution to get that thing off there. But we did. And
Yeah, yeah.
I know you had to drag yours across the floor, and
We've all had them.
7 hours later it was in.
We all
place.
have a fun story. Well, we're not really prepared for it is the problem. I mean,
No.
we're prepared to a degree, but we've never done it. We don't know.
Yeah.
And then we do our best when it gets there. Being at the show, is there anything you see that you want to add on, or is there anything you see that is new and fun?
I mean, the larger format M&R Global stuff that they have here is, I think, super cool.
Yeah.
I think from a value standpoint, it's fantastic.
It actually printed this shirt right
the one
here
you're wearing.
that
Yeah.
I'm wearing. And did you see it run?
Saw it run.
You want to share some of
Did
the
it
things
talk
it can
to you?
do?
Yeah, so that's a couple things. You know, when we have issues right now, like
Yeah.
we've got good buddies in the industry, so we're always calling and texting each other.
Yep.
But that one has troubleshooting videos built in.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Maintenance videos built in, so it's like put it here, do this. I think that's great.
And remember that you're not watching on a tiny screen like this.
Yep, it's huge, like
it's
15-inch screen.
It's pretty big.
And, you know, for the longest time, I'm like, oh, they need to put the big screen on every press they make. Just put
Yeah.
the big screen on it.
Same screen,
Same
big.
screen on everything would be really nice. And I think eventually, like from a suggestion standpoint, I would love to see that happen for any manufacturer that's looking at it. But the audio element of it too
Yeah.
is like a little weird. But it was, I'm like, oh, like no one can make the excuse of, oh, I didn't know what to do. You can see it, you can hear it. I thought it was great.
Calling
And
the pallet feature was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, and the fact that they're going to bring it in 14, 16, and 18 color, I think is, it's a great press, and we'll print great shirts, but the quality just seems really good.
Yeah.
So that and DTF, of course, like we're looking into getting into
Yeah.
film. So
More and more of that, more and more area.
yeah,
Well, thanks, bud. Appreciate you.
I love you guys.
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you. That was soft. There
Come
it
on,
is.
soft
There's a
five.
snap.
Here we go.
Love you. Thank you.
You guys.
Bye.
Bye.